And guess who's back? Like I never left.
Triple B's in the building. Don DeMarco.
I'm gonna go ahead and no sell that tower.
Boys and girls, children of all ages. It is I, the chocolate one himself, the promo god, whether you acknowledge it or not. The chocolate one, Nia Jack's favorite piece of candy, Lilo, husband, father of the ones, but I got my own set, and they don't drink. They drink orange juice and Gatorade. I am Big Hirsch, and in dead center, to maybe your left, maybe your right, you're up, you're down, my brother from another mother, tackle, drop down, toe hold himself, Jess Bryce. What's good, bro? And the dark-skinned brother laughing for no apparent reason that always likes to call me Hightower. Mr. I'ma eat a donut while I'm enjoying the best day on the boat I've ever had. Triple B's boat boy Blake, a.k.a. Mr. I'm out here from Southern Pines, North Carolina, Dela Cruz, Blake Dela Cruz.
I've literally never been to Southern Pines in my life. What are you talking about?
I just found out Southern Pines was actually a place like 2 days ago.
So what?
I just found out Southern Pines was a place like 2 days ago. I never knew that. I always thought they were talking about like a vineyard.
For passing North Carolina geography.
I thought it was a vineyard or something like that. I don't know.
You thought it was a what now? Say that again.
A vineyard. You know, with wines and grapes and stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna talk after this. We're gonna get you some geography classes and some English lessons, and we're gonna hook you up. So,
hey, listen, my English lessons is no helping that, bro. It's no helping that. It's no helping
that. Missed you guys last week. Thank y'all for holding it down. See, y'all had two successful shows. Indie show on Sunday. So I appreciate y'all boys for holding it down.
Yes, sir. Listen,
right,
them indie shows.
Say what?
Them indie shows is different, bro. Like,
yeah, actually, I didn't find out this out until a couple of days ago. I had some family there. Like my cousins and my uncle were there too.
Wait, hold on. Your cousin would have to be Big Lee, would it?
No.
Okay, it was this real big dude. My man was like 6'9". I'm Big Lee. I was like, I'm Big Hirsch.
So we're gonna get right into it. So the PLE from this past Saturday, Survivor Series with I can't say War Games. So Hirsch, you want to go ahead and
War Games?
There you go, my man. So we're gonna start with the main event first.
We'll start with the main event first.
We're gonna start with because it's the biggest thing on the show. It needs more time at the front of the show. Then we can talk about everything else. But the biggest thing on the show deserves to be talked about first.
Did you eat turkey before you ate the collard greens?
What?
Thanksgiving dinner. Do you eat the turkey before you eat the collard greens or the stuffing? Or like, let's get to the sides before you get to the main, baby.
No. We start with the main. Because that's the most important thing that deserves the most time. So, the Bloodline defeats the Brawling Brutes plus Kevin Owens in a spectacular match. The storytelling for this match was off the charts. But I'll let y'all, Hirsch, I'll let you go first. I'll let you speak on this first.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say hello to everybody out there in KOD Nation, the Dysfunctionites. Thank you for joining us. Deeply appreciate you. Just want to go ahead and throw it out there. I love the match. They first started with I didn't even think they were gonna do it with having Jimmy.
But hold on. Blaine, thank you for Rally Creative. Thank you for being here. Got a chance to meet him on the ship last week. Really cool guy. So thank you for being here. Ashley, thank you for being here. Isaiah's better half, thank you for being here.
Thank you,
Sorry.
Cruz Cousins.
So go.
I love the fact how Roman basically had a sit down with his cousin, and his cousin put him up on game and said, "Yo, listen, OG, there's some sideways things that's taking place, and I'm not really feeling it." And what's up, Twinkie, my guy?
What's going on? The call up.
Twinkie, what's good? Twinkie, don't forget toe tags. But anyway, Roman basically wasn't feeling it. So what did he do? He went straight to the source. He was like, "Look, Jay, you say he lying. I'm gonna call this man to the to the teacher's office, the principal's office. He gonna come see me. I'm look him in his eyes, and he gonna let me know if he lying or not." And that's what he did. And it's crazy how Sammy's relationship with Roman, to not lie, to keep it a band, is always amazing. Kept it a band with him, told him the truth, told him what it was. And Roman gave us that distinctive look, like everybody thought was about to be it.
Yeah.
Like they was about to beat the bricks off him in the main event. But lo and behold, they get to the main event. You had Jimmy was getting ready because Jay started the match.
Yeah.
And then Jimmy was about to go second. And then Roman was like, "Nah, go ahead, Sammy, go ahead and get out there and you do it. Let me see what's really good." And as Bryce just so kindly did, hey, go get it done. And they was out there and they was scrapping and they was doing their thing. Not really, because the dysfunction between Jay and Sammy, it just did not click to the very end. And it's like you wanted it to click throughout the whole match. That's just how I was looking forward to it. But it just wasn't happening. Would you agree, Bryce?
Yeah.
Okay, so
now go ahead.
No, I was saying I thought the vignettes, like the three backstage segments, the first one with Jay, and the next one with Sammy, then another one with Jay. I thought those were amazing. That's amazing television.
Yeah,
because you just did not know which way it was going, and then Roman, like the Godfather, just like, "Look, man," I looked at him in his eyes. I know everything I need to know. But it was like, yo, what does that mean? So I just thought all three guys played their roles in the interviews, especially backstage, perfectly.
I felt like it meant exactly what happened. Like he's there for the bloodline, and he really wants to be there for the bloodline. However, it was one of those things where, like, KO is my dude, but we have so much history together that it literally came down to the final decision. Like, what was he gonna do? And ultimately, at the very end, just when Roman was about to take a pin, nobody saw coming. Who dived in like Trey Songz and saved the day? Sami Zayn. Dived in and saved the day. And next thing you know, everybody's looking like, wait, did this just happen? Did Sammy just prevent his so-called best friend, the godfather of the best man at his wedding, this, that, and the third, all this history, did he literally just prevent him from winning the biggest match of his career? He certainly did.
Yeah, I just thought, first of all, can I say, Roman might be the coolest dude on the face of the earth. The way he just sat down in the pod and just was like cooling the whole time, and like didn't really show any emotion, just like making moves with one finger, like just no, like you said, you go. Like it's just the stuff that he was. It wasn't even like the in-ring stuff. It was just like the facial expressions. the emotion, him just sitting in the cage, all that stuff worked. Like,
Yeah.
Roman's like my favorite, maybe my favorite wrestling character of all time because he's just so cool and it just works and it's believable.
I agree with you because it's his. Like I always say, you really just literally got to be yourself times 100, and that's exactly what Roman is. He literally just sat there. He was chill, calm, collective, and he let everything play out. And it's those details that make the story better. Like, could you imagine if he didn't do those real subtle things?
Yeah.
How it would have played out, but he did it, and then it just amplified everything.
Yeah. I thought the match was a little I
Sloppy.
thought it was a good match. I thought it was a little funky because like typically in war games dating back, this match is almost 40 years old. The heels always have the advantage.
Yeah.
Always. And I think this is like one of the few times I remember where the baby faces had the advantage. So it was a little weird. Having like two baby faces jump a heel. And sometimes the baby faces are kind of like dumb and waited on once they beat down the baby face, once they beat down the heel, they waited for another waiting for somebody to come in the cage. So I thought that was a little weird. But I thought the action was good in the match. I thought the storytelling was amazing. And I love the finish and I love the post match interactions between everybody. Like with Jay finally embracing Sammy. Like I thought that was outstanding.
Sorry, I couldn't find that photo, but I will say I agree with you. But I'm gonna steal something from Lilo because she said this the other day. I think it was yesterday. At the end, if you notice Solo's demeanor is always just different. Like he is literally the street champion for a reason, but he literally has no emotion. And Lilo said she believes Solo is going to be the one that betrays the bloodline.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what Lilo said. And I looked at it, I was like, please explain. And she was like, just look. Okay, I'm gonna jump to Raw for a second. It's like they had a segment on Raw where he was just standing there, and everybody was embracing each other, and Solo was just off to the side, like, why am I even here? And then it also plays into how they grew up. She said he grew up the younger one that never really was allowed to be around them pretty much, and he still followed in their footsteps. And it's like he's always behind them trying to catch up, but he's like probably tired of trying to catch up to them. And that's the reason why he wants to be the man. He doesn't want to be the enforcer. Even though he is that's what she said. Like he doesn't want to be the enforcer, he wants to be that guy. Like the ancestors chose him.
Right.
So I was like, dang, I was like, that's pretty dope to veer off that way.
Right. So obviously everybody kind of knows what this is leading to.
What's it leading
at some
to,
point?
Brandon?
Obviously, it's gonna at some point they're gonna turn on Sammy at some point.
Don't say things like that.
I know, bro. I know. I want this to go on forever, but the story is coming, and Sami Zayn is gonna be the biggest babyface in wrestling when this is done. They're setting this up for make him the biggest babyface in the whole industry.
Yo, hold up. Our number one fan just clicked in. What's up, Miss Keisha? How you doing? How is you doing? Listen. This is why she my number one. This is why I messed with her. She came through off the humble because she know you, but she stayed and watched the whole show because she was feeling the show. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey man, Keisha's a real one, man. Like she's obviously she's from our cruise channel, but
Yes,
she's a real one. Like we can't. She's invaluable to us. Like we love Keisha so much. So Keisha, despite you calling me what did she call me last week, fellas? A border collie. So despite her calling me a border collie last week, she's a real one, and she's greatly appreciated over here from the KOD Show and Parker's on the Go.
100. But yo, let's answer this question from my guy Kenny the Twinkie Man.
Yo,
make sure you listen to the Call Up Podcast, Knucklehead Radio with Toe Tags, aka the Angry Dominican, and the Nissan Altima that's neither dark blue or silver, whatever color he drives. He said he got 40s on it. You ever seen an Altima with 40s on it, bro?
I didn't know that could support that.
Me either. But do you guys think they will test Sammy again? Bryce, you've been extremely quiet. You go ahead and answer this one, bro.
Hey, no, go ahead. You got this one.
De La Cruz, you go ahead and answer this one because
I don't think so. I think the next turn. There you go, Hirsch. I think the next turn comes from the bloodline and not Sammy. If that makes any sense. I don't think. I love you too, Keisha. I think for now the testing is done. We might get another test like the Royal Rumble. Absolutely. Go ahead and give that like button 10 beats to the Belgian. If another test comes, it's going to be at the Rumble.
Okay.
I can absolutely see a scenario where, like, maybe Sammy's one of the last 4 in with another, like Solo or somebody, and then that's where he has to start processing, making decisions. But I think we're good on tests for like the next 2 months.
Yeah, because that's when the next premier live event is. 2 months away.
Bro, and this is how good the storytelling was. I was like, man, this is completely too early for this story to end. Sal Morello, thank you for being here.
My favorite burger maker. What's goody?
Bruh. Listen, shouts out to the little sis Sarah. She designed my logo. I deeply appreciate it. I will not be putting her initials into my logo. Just so we throw that out there.
But yeah, the storytelling was so good. I actually thought that they were gonna this is gonna be the night they turn on Sammy, and I was like, man, it's way too early to end the story. So I was pleasantly surprised that nobody turned on anybody, and we're gonna keep the story going.
Yeah, I agree with you. I thoroughly enjoyed. This is one of the better storylines of wrestling that has been going on for a large amount of time. Like, this storyline's been going on for like what, 8 months? Feels like almost. So yeah, it's just a really good storyline, constantly evolving, getting more people involved, and it's just a dope story, bro. Like no cap.
Yeah, this is no from Agent. This is like the best storyline maybe since. And if you guys have a better storyline, go ahead and put it in the comments below. But it's like my favorite storyline since the Punk McMahon from 2012. I can't remember another storyline that's gotten me this invested.
I want to disagree with you, but for some reason I feel like I can't. Because the whole the Daniel Bryan story was pretty engaging as well.
You're right.
So I can give you that one. I can openly give you that one and be cool with it. Because the Daniel Bryan one for me was the way he kept going back and forth with Randy Orton. And it's like, I hate to say it, but I didn't really like their matchup. Their matches to me were really forced. They weren't like natural. Like they never felt like they never felt real. It never felt like I believe Daniel Bryan could beat up Randy Orton. That's just me.
I'll give you another one. I don't know why, and my apologies, because we some New Day fans over here. The Kofi story, from like 2017, 2018. That Kofi storyline on the way to WrestleMania, the Kofi Mania storyline.
The WrestleMania you went to?
Yes, I can't remember what year it was.
It was 2019, bro.
The one you went to?
I mean, the storyline wasn't. The storyline wasn't that, it was only like 3 or 4 months, maybe.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have the longevity of this one, but that Kofi storyline,
Bro,
with him having to
this
fight.
It was like a month.
It was a month.
Really good. Kofi Mania was.
It was only a month.
Bro, he lasted like almost an hour in that gauntlet match, and then due to the response, that was like for that spot for the Elimination Chamber, right?
Yeah.
And then they had the New Day run that tag team gauntlet to get him the shot for WrestleMania, and that was that. It was only like a month.
That felt like longer.
Okay, I put it this way: it was no more than 6 weeks.
Yeah, no. I now that you're saying, I do remember it. It felt like it was longer than that. But wow. But yeah, so those are the storylines that I remember. But this Bloodline story is by far and away the absolute best storyline in recent memory. Does anybody else have anything to say about this match?
That spot with the 50 beats of the ballot was horrible. It started off decent. The idea was perfect. It just started off decent. It started off decent. The idea was perfect, but that spot definitely needed to be practiced just a little bit.
Yeah, because at some point it was like somebody gave up. I can't remember who it was, and just like started like headbutting. So, but yeah, I like this match more than the women's match because this match had there was more fluidity to the match than the women's match. There wasn't as much time trying to get weapons out, and we'll discuss this when we get to the women's match.
Oh, God. The women's match was borderline just borderline just different.
Yeah. So yeah, if nobody else has anything else to say about the match,
I'm good.
We'll go to the women's War Games match.
I couldn't find a suitable photo for that one. So I don't know if we have one, but in my opinion, that match, before you even start anything, they had the right idea. They actually seem to have had the right personnel. It just didn't go according to plan, bro. It just didn't.
Okay, so in your opinion, what didn't go right?
It was sloppy, bro. Like the execution. The execution was pretty bad on a lot of spots. Like, first things first, I'm not a professional wrestler. I cannot step into the ring and do what these men or women do.
Facts.
And I give them a lot of credit. However, when you're at such a high level and you're where a lot of indie wrestlers want to be, you need to perform and be at. Everything needs to be clean. Got to be clean. Got to look. It has to look like you intended to do it. It can't look like, oh, shoot, I just did that and I messed up. And that's where a lot of the spots look like. Like Mia Yim, what's her name? Michan?
Yeah, they kept going back and forth between Michan and Mia Yim. Like
Michan messed up, so it don't really matter to me. She was just out here like, yeah, I'll do whatever. But that's my take on the women's. I'm not gonna. Besides Bianca and the man Becky Lynch, and then of course Rhea. That was like the only saving grace.
Yeah. Okay. So my issues with the match are there was way too much time trying to get weapons into the ring.
Yeah.
Like your teammates getting beat down in here. Why are you spending over a minute trying to get like kendo sticks in the ring? I didn't like that. I just think it turned into like a spot fest. See, I didn't even mind I thought the finish was better than the actual match.
I'm sorry. Please excuse my wife. She was tripping.
There was just too. It wasn't a fluid match. It was just a lot going on. Like I said, I didn't like the fact that the weapons took forever to get in the ring. I didn't like some of the, again, like with ladder matches, the spots are going to be some of the spots are going to be sloppy. So I try to give them the benefit of the doubt on that. But sometimes they were just trying to do too much. I feel like at times, I think some of the women's offense in the match didn't look good. Like I didn't think Becky's offense when she first got in the ring looked great. It was just like the match was off. I'm not saying it was bad. It was just off.
Bro, we could sit here and say the same thing all night. Nothing's gonna change.
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna. It is what it is.
This is me respecting those women for going in and doing that. We can't sit here and tell them, oh, you effed up or whatever.
Exactly.
But just kind of like we're here to give like opinions, and to me it's just like the match seemed off. The match just seemed off to me.
I agree. But
Bryce, do you have anything to say about this match?
Hey, y'all said it all.
Bryce is 2 for 2.
Hey, I'm letting y'all run it. Y'all got it.
Bryce is 2 for 2.
All right, so Hirsch, anybody have anything to say about this match?
I am just happy and disappointed that Nia Jax was not in it.
I feel like you're the only one walking this God's green earth who's sad that she wasn't available.
I appreciate the compliment, sir. Thank you.
I'm glad that you thought that was a compliment.
Yeah. Mid-episode. Yeah. Thank you. Boy, Blake. I appreciate that.
Anyway, so
all right, Ashley, we'll see you in just a moment. You come on back now. You hear?
I don't literally no idea what you're talking about. All right, so the next match was AJ Styles beating Finn Balor in a really good match. I'm glad we actually got an actual finish to this match without any foolishness.
Bro, this was the most pirated match of the night. Every time I try to get an image, right, it was like a hidden link to go watch the match from somebody's point of view.
Right.
I'm like, how did you put a link behind an image? Who does that? But this was a weird match for me as well. I think I called the winner.
Oh yeah, y'all did y'all do picks? Y'all had picks?
Yes.
How did y'all do?
So far, I picked the Bloodline to win. I was right. I lost with the women's. Go figure. And then I picked AJ to win.
Okay. Bryce, what about you?
Oh no, I wrote it down. Let me see. Okay, so for War Games, right. Hirsch, you picked right on that. You picked Roman. We both picked Bailey's team. I picked Seth in the U.S. title match. Hirsch, you didn't make a pick. AJ Finn, I picked Finn. Hirsch, you picked AJ. And the women's title, we both picked Ronda.
Yes. But this match, AJ versus Finn Balor, for me, It had some spots. I felt like they were saving a lot for another match, which I don't know why. Because it was only their second.
Ain't over, brother.
It was only their second time wrestling each other in WWE history, and it's like the first one was a instant classic.
Yes.
And AJ flew like, what was it, 20 hours on
something like that. It came together literally at the last second. Yeah.
Like he literally flew like 20 hours. He got there and put on one of his top 10 matches in WWE. So that was I was just expecting more. Like they're both high flyers. They both have speed and agility in a match. It had a faster pace than the AJ versus Shinsuke match at WrestleMania 30, but it was still
don't ever bring that match up to me again.
That was the most disappointing AJ Styles match.
You have
ever.
No idea.
The most disappointing AJ Styles match ever.
I will venture to say that's my most disappointing match I have ever watched, relative to my expectations.
Yeah.
And that's when I knew maybe Shinsuke isn't the guy I thought he was.
No comment. Look, I gave my 2 cents on the match. We're gonna give 10 seconds for Bryce to tell us no. He has no comment. Bryce, do you have a comment?
Hey, you already said it already. Next.
Okay. Ronda versus Shotzi.
I have a photo for this one.
No cap. This is a fast forward for me.
Wait.
I watched the entrances, and I watched Ronda being a goof for like 3 minutes. Can my man
pick the photo up? Look at that. That was a great photo.
Yeah. I watched Ronda being a goof for maybe 2 minutes. And I fast forwarded.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't have much to say on this. I didn't watch much of this.
So what you saying about my photo, Bryce?
Nothing important. Go ahead, talk about it.
Well, I picked right. Ronda won. So I don't know if she's here, but Kelly Hopkins from Mania Club, along with Cynthia, Percy's valet, they both said that Ronda is a better professional than Sasha Banks. Because
professional in what way?
Because Ronda comes to work. And Ronda is not entitled. Boy, if that did not yes. I don't know if they're here, but I hope they're listening. Because I just wanted to throw this out there to you. Sasha left because she felt her creativity as an in-ring performer was being stopped, halted by Vince when he decided to put them in a six
it was a 6-pack, yeah.
A 6-pack, right? Put them in a 6-pack for a title that they knew neither one of them were going to be going for at that current moment because they're the tag team champions. Why do you need the tag champs in that match instead of just giving the tag champs a tag match? Or, making it a 5-pack and not having them go against each other. But you already know that story. My issue comes with the fact that Ronda comes to work. We get that. Anybody who goes to work, I understand. But Ronda is paid millions, like Charlotte, like Sasha. And Ronda is not even on the level. Respectfully, Ronda is not on the level of Carmella as far as in-ring as far as being able to actually wrestle.
God, bro, you had me. Like
I give you another name. She's not on the same level as Rhea.
No.
She's not on the same level as Raquel. She's not on the same level as Natalya, as Shayna, as Lacey Evans. Like
Okay. Gosh,
she's
man.
not I'm
Me,
being for real though. She cannot wrestle, bro.
but me, you were like, okay.
Okay, so just pick that one person you know she's not on the level as. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Her in-ring skill and ability is not there. To be an actual fighter, that's one thing. I get that. I respect that. She does her thing. She can fight. But the way she does things in the ring doesn't look natural. It's not believable. She constantly looked like she's going to hurt somebody. Everybody used to talk about how Nia used to botch everything, which was lies.
That's not lies, bro.
Ronda
videotape of this. This is not lies.
Yo, Ronda, how do you mess up a hurricane? How do you mess up a hurricane Rana?
Okay, so my counter to this, and this is I'm not taking up for Ronda at all.
Okay.
Ronda, I don't see how you can say Ronda's not entitled when basically the only reason she has the title and the only reason she gets as much TV time as she does is because Fox wants her on TV.
Thank you.
That's entitlement.
Thank you.
So the entitlement, you can make a lot of other arguments. The entitled argument you cannot make because she's entitled. She walked right in, won the Rumble. Well, right in, got a main event. Well, one of the main events with Kurt Angle and Triple H. She's had prominent WrestleMania matches, main events. You can't say she's not entitled, and she is. I feel like I don't think she's as bad as you say she is in the ring. I feel like she's had bad opponents. I don't feel like her opponents. She's had chemistry with bad opponents.
Wow. Because if you would have actually watched the match with Shotzi, you would have saw that Shotzi actually looked really good. You would have seen that Shotzi. Remember a few months ago, I said if you're supposed to be like all crazy and like just throwing punches, or like what I said about Liv,
right?
What I said, Liv, she has to throw punches and just make it look believable. Everything Shotzi did looked believable because it looked like she didn't know what she was doing, but she was still able to execute it and make it look extremely believable. Like this particular spot right here, she gets up on the barricade after she threw she threw Shayna and Ronda over, and then she gave them a suicide dive into the crowd. She actually looked like a great spot. Probably one of the better female spots of the night.
I
put a lot of energy. I put a lot of energy into this match that I don't care about. That I knew.
Facts, bro.
But it's just a simple fact. Don't come for Sasha because Sasha stood up for what she believed in.
I don't care. Like, have a better formed argument than Ronda. I don't know why I keep calling her Ronda. Then Sasha's entitled and Ronda's not. I don't like. You can look at Ronda's whole career and it's entitlement. It is privilege. I'm not gonna say the thing, but it is privilege that she's in the spot that she's in. So I don't want to hear anything about entitlement.
I honestly think if Ronda was not on the show right now, I think we would actually have a better run with the SmackDown Women's Championship.
So
that's just my opinion.
I don't know, Ronda. And like I said, she was just kind of goofing off for like the first couple minutes of the match. Like that just kind of turned me off to the match. All right, so this is kind of my surprise of the night. We'll go ahead and move on
to the co-main event.
Unless Bryce has something to say.
Nope, y'all said it all. Go ahead.
Okay.
Right.
So my surprise of the night was Austin Theory beating Seth Rollins and Bobby Lashley.
He ain't really beat him, but I get what you're saying. I didn't have a dog in the fight to begin with. I just wanted to see a good match, and I actually am extremely happy about this match because they all three delivered.
I thought the match was great. I thought the match was fantastic.
Yes, I do
I
too.
really what the spot I enjoyed the most, it might be the spot of the week, is when Seth jumped off of Theory and gave um
Do we have that photo?
oh you did right.
Thank you, Bryce.
So this is the spot of the match for me, and I wish it would have been the finish, because the spot was just that good to me. Um, I just didn't like. I understand the title change. I think this busted Lashley open too.
I think it did too. It was like busting
Um,
his mouth open.
so, but I thought the match was really good. I thought the match was really well put together. I'm not mad at Theory won. I'm just a little surprised.
I'm not mad he won either. I like the spot though with the Falcon's arrow.
Yes.
Yo, believe it or not, the Falcon's arrow, that particular spot has bit Seth Rollins in the butt multiple times. Because if you remember, uh it was Rollins and Ambrose for the tag titles, I think it was,
Mhm.
and versus McIntyre and Ziggler. And Rollins had Ziggler in the air, getting ready to hit him with the second part of it, and then McIntyre hit him with a Claymore, bang, and that's how they won the titles from that particular time. So I love that spot. It's a pretty dope spot.
Yeah, it was a great spot.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
Bryce, do you have anything to say about this match?
Hey, nope.
All right. So we're gonna Hirsch, anything else to say about the match?
Nah, it's self-explanatory. It's a pretty good match.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna move on to Raw.
Hold up.
What, did I miss something?
Before you move on to Raw,
Yeah.
me and Just Bryce, even though he have I don't know, he disappeared again. But we literally went to Ricky the Dragon Steamboat's last match
Oh, word.
this past weekend. Yes. Something is yeah, I see it too, Miss Keisha. Went to Ricky the Dragon Steamboat's last match here in North Carolina at the Dorton Arena. And we were just out and about. We wanted to see something different. And I know I've said it before, FTR was there. And FTR was like feet away from me. And I think their promoter was like, "Come on, Big Hirsch, you know you want to get a photo." And I'm looking like, I ain't got no cash on me. I'm like, y'all take card? We take Venmo and PayPal. I'm like, I ain't giving y'all my Venmo. I don't even have a Venmo. I definitely give you my PayPal. So me and Just Bryce, we ended up, we was, walking around. We saw the Steiner brothers sitting there.
Oh,
We
word.
Say it again.
Said word.
Yes, sir. So the Steiner brothers, Rock and Roll Express, they were chilling. We saw we had walked right past the Briscoes, and then I look in the corner, I see somebody about Joe size, but much shorter. Yeah. So I'm like, who that right there? I'm like, yo, is that Teddy Long? I'm like, bruh. I'm like, yo, Bryce, let's go holler at Teddy Long. So we go over there to Teddy Long, good old Teddy Long. And we get there, and it was probably the purest, most sincere moment I've ever really had with wrestling talent, because I used to love watching SmackDown. I watched SmackDown religiously because of Teddy Long.
Because it was on UPN too.
Yo, chill out, bro. Chill out. I didn't have cable, but I did have that channel.
Hey man, I ain't hating on it at all, bro.
UPN 9 News
Yeah.
with Ernie and Astis.
We had UPN 8.
Ernie and Astis, and what was her name? She still do. But anyway, so we was up there, and we were just chilling. And Bryce, you got the video? Like, if you could get it to play, yes, he got it. So this is the second time we met him, right? And this is what happens. Here with the one and only Teddy Long. Up in this. I'm right here with my man Big Hurts, who I'd like to make a one-on-one with the Undertaker.
The Undertaker?
OG is so believing me. I appreciate that. All right. I appreciate that. We out. So, yeah, we was able to meet Teddy Long, man. And Teddy Long was just like, we up in this. Teddy Long is straight OG, one of the coolest dudes I've ever met. I couldn't believe how much fun he was to be around. And it's like, Teddy was just chilling. And then we was like, yo, we just started talking, just talking, having a normal conversation. And I was like, how was it like being, on the show? And he was like, man, they wanted me to be Don King, but they ain't know who I really was, basically. He was like, they ain't know who I really was. So Vince McMahon liked it. So he told me just keep doing what I was doing. So I just kept doing what I was doing. I was like, bro, that's dope. Like, Teddy Long is really that dude. Teddy Long is. I said, hey, Teddy, from one black man to another, I appreciate what you did for the culture. What he said, just Bryce, my man was like, I did it. I did that. Well, he used a different, And then we went exactly 2 seats over, went past Lex Luger because he looks like how what's the mom name from the Kardashians? He looked like Kim. He looked like Kim mom when she get older. We went right past him. Yo, chill out. Don't pull that up. Chill out. But we went right past him, and we went to Ron Simmons. And Ron was sitting there chilling. Ron was taking a phone call, and we like, yo. I'm like, yo, he like, hey, you need something? Like, yo, OG, we good, OG. I'm like, finish your phone call. We get you in a minute. He like, nah. He like, come on. So I had a Connor's Cure jersey that I wanted to have signed, and I wanted to take a photo with him. So what are they called again? Not the scouts, the handlers or whoever the promoters. She was sitting there, and she was like, "Oh, it's gonna be $60." And then Ron, in the ultimate Ron moment, he looked, man, don't charge my man that shit. What's wrong with you? And I just started busting out laughing. And I'm like, yo, Ron Simmons is a real OG. Next thing I know, I'm like, yo, Ron, I appreciate it, OG. He's like, yeah, man, yeah, I'm Ron Simmons. And we just chilling. Brandon done left. Just disappeared. That's the mama name? I guess. I don't know. Yeah, but that's how Lex Luger was looking. He had on the grandma shoes. Ones you slide in that's real comfy. He had those on. Where'd you go?
He muted. You don't even realize it.
Yeah.
I had to go. I had to go handle some business downstairs.
Missed the whole story, bro.
Bro, I was watching it downstairs. What are you talking about?
But yo, Teddy Long is beyond funny, bro.
Yeah, that's. I hate I missed that one. That was I've been watching Teddy Long since he was a referee in WCW.
Bruh, Teddy Long is that. He is literally that dude.
Have you ever seen Teddy Long with a ponytail?
Nah, I don't need that image in my head. I do not need to see that.
Yeah, so I've been rocking with Teddy Long since the late '80s.
Did not need to see that. So yeah, we was out there at the Dorton Arena just chilling, kicking it with whole bunch of people, just literally having fun. And we didn't know this, but apparently at the Dorton Arena they didn't have food there. So this is probably the greatest moment in wrestling history at a venue. They said, we don't have food. You can leave and come back with your food. So you already know where we went. We pulled up at Cookout. Got two double burger trays with no ice. Sweet tea, no ice. Lemonade, no ice. And we was all lit. Like, me and Bryce was lit.
Burger well done.
You know that's not how you eat a burger. You eat it medium well.
You were up here. You was like, you want your burger well done. What are you talking about?
Nah. It's medium well good. You know what I'm saying?
So why'd you order your burger well done tonight?
Which night? Oh yeah. I was half tired. 20 hours of work, no sleep. Yeah, I was tired. Just give it to me, well. Just cook it. give me the burger that's been on the grill the longest. That's fine with me. Just perfectly fine with me.
So you did not confront FTR.
So look, peep game. I was standing in front of FTR's line. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat's line had about 40. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, his line had about 40 people. Bryce, with one hand, how many people did FTR have in front of them when they asked me, did I want a photo?
I think he was next in line.
Was there anybody behind me? Nope.
I don't know, bro. I didn't look behind me.
Nope. They had zero. Donut. Nobody. And then they came out, and of course, I had to just boo them. Just had to. Everybody's like, yeah!
Because, they're from here.
Boo! That's all you heard. That is all you heard. So that was big time wrestling on Sunday at the Dorton Arena. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat's final match. It's pretty cool. He ain't do much, but it's pretty cool.
Bro, I know I'm gonna date myself, but Ricky the Dragon Steamboat matches with Ric Flair back in the early '90s, and his matches with Stunning Steve Austin. Two of my favorite matches of all time. So Ricky Steamboat holds a special place in my heart.
Yo, no cap. How old are you?
I am 38.
Cause you be acting like you 48 sometimes, bro. Like,
look, man.
Ricky said he was back here in the Carolinas back in the 70s. So that's why
I don't take it that far. I'll go late 80s. Like early 90s.
No, that's what he literally said. He was there in the late 70s. That's when he was wrestling and everything like that.
Yeah.
And he said his first match was in Raleigh.
Yeah, because just I didn't. I watched my wrestle with my granddad. My granddad he's from the South, and it was all Dusty Rhodes, Ric Flair, Ricky Steamboat, Harley Race. So that's kind of what I grew up on. So yeah,
nothing's wrong with 48. That was my average in high school. So just throwing that out there.
Come on, man. C's get degrees and
just throwing it out there. We can go ahead and go to Monday Night Raw. Just want to throw that out there.
So this emanated from Norfolk, Virginia, which is Bryce's home territory. So Becky Lynch comes out and basically just cuts a promo in the crowd, which I thought was dope. And then they had a fight at the merch stand. Kurt, what would you do if you saw a fight at the merch stand?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I know what the illegal part of me would do, but it's two sides. I'm always on two sides of I'm in the middle of two sides of the fence, so I got to be careful with what I do or what I say. So all I'll say is I would have stomped my foot on something and pulled it back. If you pick it up, what I'm putting down.
Yeah. Them using the merch in the fight was funny. Because you can see like they were using plastic stuff that would just break like that. So it's like, oh, this stuff isn't well made.
But I didn't get it though. Like, I understand it's Becky, but come on, bro. Like a 3-on-1 and she's holding her own for that long.
Right.
That didn't make sense to me. Make it believable. If anything, I would have felt better if she would have took one or two of them out with like a chair or something like that. So it's like now it's not a full 3-on-1. It's like a 2 or 1.75 of a person versus, but like a 3-on-1 and she's holding her own. That she's not Bianca, because Bianca like 6 foot, big, strong, like country girl. So I like.
Shout out to Bianca and Tez getting their own reality show. Shout out to them for that.
When did this happen?
They announced it yesterday morning on the Today Show.
Really?
Yeah.
Sorry, I've been trying to study for a test, but that's dope.
Yeah. So
really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. She's not gonna be champion much longer.
She's not gonna be there much longer.
She's not gonna be champion much longer.
So,
Bianca is literally about to be the female Rock. Low key. Like, she's really about to be about that life. Next, she's gonna be hosting the Breakfast Club.
Nobody wants that. Yeah, the show's exclusively will be on Hulu's, and it's 8 episodes.
Oh, that's what's up.
You love to see it. Let's give it up for Black Excellence.
Yes, sir. She's the monarch. She's the reason why we have the KOD. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you forget that, though. I feel like we brought that up before, and you were like, "Oh, I don't know what that means." Look, me and you been cool this whole episode, bro. Me and you been cool this whole episode.
Boy, I mean, we got to. Bryce over here, I don't know if he drunk. Like, I don't know what's going on. Bro barely said 10 words.
Bryce
I said, yo, with one hand, how many people was in the line? All bro had to do was he had to say no. He could have said 1 or 0. My man said, I don't know. That's something I expect from myself. Come on. Like, come on.
Yeah,
expect that from me.
He's no selling tonight for
sure. So he's Carmelo Hayes.
What's
Carmelo catching strays?
There you go. Put it on a t-shirt. So then it was Mia Yim and Rhea Ripley. That was no contest. whatever. It's led into
Jakey
another.
Bakey, what's up, Jakey Bakey?
Yo. So this leads right into an 8-person tag. Judgment Day wins again. So the feud continues.
Of course it will.
Because why? Like, let's just end this. How do you end the feud? Hirsch, tell me how you end the feud at this point.
How do you end the feud?
This particular feud.
Oh, I've got it. I've got it.
Yeah.
I got it. You send, wait for it. You send the OC to SmackDown, and in return, you send Del Fantasma family to Raw.
Legado.
Legado del Fantasma. You send them to Raw, and then boom, you got a whole brand new set of people to fight.
Yeah, that are they even doing a draft? Bryce, anybody know? Are they even doing a draft right now?
Not. Probably not.
But yeah, so and the commentary even said as much as like, yeah, the feud's continuing. We thought it was over, but it's not. It was just
Lilo said throw it in the trash.
Yeah, so I guess whenever Edge comes back is when we'll whenever Edge comes back, this is when we'll end the feud with the Judgment Day. I don't know. Just please stop this feud.
Miss Siobhan, I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm gonna keep it a whole band. I could talk my way out of some really good situations, and I have. But sometimes you just gotta, you know. Andrade is not coming back, Jakey Bakey. Andrade is hurt and still under contract.
And he signed a 360 deal, so who knows how long who knows?
For all of you that don't know, Google 360 deals.
Say what?
I said, for all of you that don't know, 360 deals are horrible. Do not become a rapper.
Right. If you were an artist in the 90s, then you came very familiar with 360 deals. But so no, I don't think Andrade's coming back.
Oh word, Jakey Bakey. Oh word.
Oh God, son. All right, so the first hour was commercial free. I don't know if you know that. But the Street Profits are back. I guess Martez was hurt, so the Street Profits are back. They beat Alpha Academy like everybody seems to do.
Who
so
they?
Cool.
Listen,
so
I'm happy. Yeah. I'm happy they are back. I will just say, however, there has to be a shift with these titles, and I think Elimination Chamber is going to be the defining point. Just my opinion. I feel like they're going to make the Usos defend both sets of titles at the Elimination Chamber.
You think they should lose the belts?
They should lose a set because you got to free up some of them. You got to free up those titles to have other storylines going. That's just my opinion. And I also feel like first things first, Roman, the only way he's going to lose either titles at WrestleMania or after. But it's like him losing at WrestleMania, he probably doesn't want that on his resume.
Thanks, Emmett Smith.
What?
Some team has to win the game. Whoever scores the most points will win the game.
So Roman has to lose one of those titles at WrestleMania. So I guess he'll lose the Cody just for the WWE title, and then the Universal title he'll keep holding it hostage.
All right.
As long as I don't get Brock versus Roman again, for the love of everything. No one wants to see that. No one.
All right.
However, at the Rumble, I do want to see somebody I met this weekend, the National Treasure, Nick Aldis. I want to see him there at the Rumble.
So I got a question. I know this is kind of off the rails a little bit. So for the longest time, I thought it was gonna be Cody to take the belts from Roman.
Okay.
Am I tripping to think that it might be Sami Zayn?
No.
Bryce is shaking his head. Yes.
No.
They're just setting. They're setting. They're giving you multiple things to think about, which we appreciate. But they're just setting Sammy up to be such a sympathetic figure moving out of this. Whenever it ends, it's like, do you put the belts on Sammy?
Listen,
That's what I think too, and I've since been called as like I think it's going to be Sammy and KO at WrestleMania taking the belts from the Usos, but they got me thinking about Sammy being the one who take down Roman. But
listen, you get about to hear it here first. About to break it down to you.
Yeah,
Sammy goes against Roman for the title, wins. What is just now going back to being on WrestleMania? The Money in the Bank ladder match. Cody wins that and cashes in on Sammy and truly becomes the American Nightmare. Oh, by the way, me and Bryce saw somebody with a Cody tattoo. I was like, yo, is that real? My man was like, yeah, it's real. I was like, yo, nah, for real, is that real?
right here.
Yes. Bro, I was like, yo, is that real? He said yes. I was, wow.
Man, getting that tattoo is certainly a decision.
By the way he was dressed, I could tell why he got it.
And we're not going to go there.
Let's just say he's someone you want to make friends with. Oh, I love your you don't want to make fun of him.
Hey, guy with tattoo, if you're watching, you got nothing but respect for me, bro.
Listen, I told Bryce that he had on the shirt with the what's it called? The Scantron thingy.
QR code.
QR code, yeah. He had that on. I was like, bro, yo, cover that up real quick, bro. Like, just.
Bro, you've been taking too many tests talking about a Scantron, bro.
I have. Sarah Murillo just said Big Hirsch is a big bully. Wow. That is very. This is coming from someone. Bryce, don't say nothing.
Oh, don't worry, he's not.
This is coming from someone who volunteered to make my child a hamburger, a cheeseburger, and respectfully took a hamburger patty, put it on my child's plate with no ketchup, no bun, no lettuce, no tomato, no mayo. Gave this man a burger, plain, with nothing to drink. And I said, yo, what is you doing? She's, what?
So respectfully, you have a problem with somebody that offered to do something and then did half of what they said they was going to do. Even though you didn't think you had to communicate those things, right? And you still talking about that, right? Oh, okay.
Correct.
Okay.
I feel like that's a subliminal.
You know it is.
I'm just making sure we still talking about this. That was, I don't know how many months ago.
No, that
was cool when other people do it for the show. But we good. Go ahead. Let's continue. Go ahead.
If you've been keeping up with the KOD show on Twitter or Instagram, you may know what we're referring to.
Bruh, we don't have to. This is what he wants to talk about. We don't have to do this. Anyway, what were we talking about before?
I don't know. We can, but I can find something to talk about though. All right.
Why your glasses look like the glasses from my man from Bad Boys when he was like,
John Sally.
yeah, when he was like, I want courtside tickets. Yeah.
see, that's good. That is good. That is, see, you're better than what you've shown. Keep
What's
doing
up,
stuff like that.
Tanalyzing Tony? What's good, bro?
Tanalyzing Tony, bro. Thank you for being here. We ain't talking about nothing, but
We ain't talking about that. Hey, hey, Tony, if you still here, just throwing this out there. That Celeb Fest on February 5th at Baltimore, Maryland is looking really stacked. Like they just keep adding people, and I am extremely excited to load up and take this trip up to Baltimore because I believe Trish Stratus, Christian, what's my man name? I think it was DDP gonna be in the building. I'm trying to do some yoga, just trying to get some zen going. Of course, the one and only Sevlina is gonna be in there. You know, you dig?
Selena? You say Selena?
Sevlina, yo, chill out, bro. Why you making the block hot? Chill. You know, I got the shirt on. You know who she is.
You wearing a snitch's shirt?
The snitch's shirt.
She's a snitch,
bro. Respectfully. You know what? I'm not even gonna say it. I'm gonna wait to the post-production meeting to say.
Can I ask you a question though? On the streets, is there a difference between a criminal informant and a snitch on the street?
Yes, there is.
On the Hirsch, come on.
No, for real, there really is.
There's a difference between on the street.
Yes, there is.
On the block, there's a difference between a criminal informant and a snitch. There's a difference.
Yes, there is.
You know what? Maybe I just saw The Wire too much. Maybe I just watched The Wire.
Let me tell you something. Hold on. Because now I have to set the story straight. The difference between the two, a snitch is someone who partook in all of the activity and did everything involved in the crimes, right? And then when things why are we talking about wrestling? I'm not going into. Let's talk about wrestling. We're supposed to be talking about wrestling.
We're talking about wrestling. We're talking about
no.
Nah, Jack. Okay. All right, fine.
No, I'm not going down the avenue with you. No.
Fine.
Sevlina, fine.
I'm gonna throw to Bryce. Bryce, did you watch Raw?
Of course.
Okay. What did you think of Theory's promo?
He cut a good promo. I thought it was a good way to get into this new character. It's amazing Triple H just hit the reset button on this man, just stripped everything away and just let him be his vision. And he cut a good promo on Raw. Said a lot of good things. I like the fact Seth, interrupted him, still called him a kid. I just wonder where was Bobby Lashley in all this? Like, why was he not involved?
I wouldn't be surprised if Bobby had a concussion. Couldn't be there. Because that stunt was something serious. Hirsch, what you think?
I think the kid cut a good promo, but I think, Seth Rollins came out. They didn't even have to say much. He just let the people sing his song, and you already knew they was about to run it back. So they're gonna run it back, and it's gonna be a pretty good match. But I'm also interested to see how Bobby Lashley fits in with everything.
Yeah, for sure. Now I've heard some sort of that Cody might be close. You know, the last person who put him on the shelf was Seth. Like, and now Seth is babyface. So does Cody come back and attack a babyface Seth Rollins?
I mean, Cody don't have no reason. He just beat the man 3-0.
I know, but the last vision that we saw was Seth.
I mean, he was already hurt. He didn't like make it any worse.
Well, storyline wise, Cody said he was going to be in Money in the Bank, even though we all
Cody
know.
was lying, and we know this. He was
But
going to
yeah.
wrestle, you know, in 2 weeks off of a torn pec.
Yeah, so it's like, so I don't know where they're going to go with Cody. Hopefully, they just bring him back at the Rumble, have him win the Rumble, and we can move on. Dexter Lumis has a contract.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. We can't skip past this.
What?
Go ahead.
Yeah, Seth Rollins, with undeniably, unquestionably, unequivocally, with one of the worst outfits I've ever seen in my entire life. If we have some ladies in the chat here, can you look at Seth Rollins and tell me what material this outfit is made out of? Is it lace? Like, can one of the lovely ladies in the chat explain to me what this is? Because I need to know. Because this is disrespectful. This is a disrespectful outfit. You can't. It's lace. Thanks, baby. Can you imagine coming and getting disrespected by somebody wearing it?
Listen, I didn't want to mention this. I was going to try to let you mention this, but you know what this reminded me of? Seth Rollins in that promo with Theory.
Yeah.
Charlie Murphy's True Hollywood Stories when he lost in basketball to Prince. That's exactly what it reminded me of.
That's facts.
They ain't wearing no shorts or nothing. They had on the same stuff they had on at the club. Case in point, there you go.
See, this is why we have ladies in the chat as well.
Where you getting your nightgown from?
So it's like, when him and Becky go to bed, bro, like, you wear, like, what is this?
Hey, he wear lingerie to bed, not her.
Bro, this is now he's worn some outfits, and I usually I'll let the outfit slide because I like Seth. Like, I really he's top tier. This is just the worst fit. You get disrespected by a man wearing this, we got a problem.
Hey, bro, maybe Becky really is the man in the relationship, bro.
Say what?
So maybe Becky really is the man in the relationship.
Maybe
bro.
she is.
I don't know what this was.
I think it's fire. I think it's fire. That's all I gotta say about that.
You're right. He woke in made choice and absolutely stuck with it. Hirsch, would Lilo let you wear anything like this?
Bro, I wore a singlet to meet Nia Jax, so I don't know what you beefing about. Like, I had on a whole singlet.
I just want to make sure there are no photos of that, right?
Yes, there's photos and a video.
I was going to say, bro, it's on video. It's documented.
Yeah, so it's documented. It's facts. It's bars. So.
And then here you go.
I like that. You like the outfit for a man?
Bro, don't even. You know what? My bad. I ain't mean to put that up there.
So you want me to anti-Roman Reigns her? Bryce, You don't have any. Yeah, again, that's Prince though. Much respect to Prince. That's Prince. That's Prince. This is just
What kind of expression is this?
so. Like I
Nikki
said,
Bella wore it better for one.
Nikki Bella absolutely wore this better.
Like nothing about this works, bro. A man bun, sunglasses indoors, chest hair, and a lace see-through outfit. None of this works.
And it's like it shows all the chest hair like under.
It's like it intentionally shows off chest hair, bro. That's okay. Anyway, we can move past this. I think we spent enough time on this.
I need, if you're watching this on a replay, somebody please caption what y'all think about what his outfit, or comment about his outfit. Yeah, we keep going back. I guess he's going for Prince here, and that's cool. But Prince is Prince.
Hey, no, bro. He was going for Nikki Bella, bro. Prince would have wore something like this better. It would have looked much better.
And then he would have took a couple women from the front row with him.
Yeah, exactly. Prince probably would have had some purple lace, some body glitter. The hair would have been better. And
Yeah.
like you said, he would have took some women from the front row, and that would have been that. This, nah, bro.
Nah, it's just, and then like the wear the shoes. He might as well have wore some platform shoes with it. I love Self though, man.
We move on.
That's my dog. All right. Let's see. Yeah, so Dexter Lumis giving out real money after he beating the Miz. Was that real money?
Hey, I hope so. Bro, he only gave out what, like $300?
Yeah.
He gave out
Like,
$400.
I know
They took $100 back, and they ain't never give it back to that kid.
I know the last 100 he gave out was real, and then the Miz was like, "Nah, B, let me go ahead and get that."
Right.
But yeah, so hopefully this is over. God, I really hope this is over. And that's really, then we got Kevin Owens beating Jey Uso at the end of the show in a really good match that had a relatively clean finish. I think the finishes were pretty clean this week.
Yeah, not too much foolishness.
Yeah. So what you think about Jey Uso eating a pin?
Okay. I mean, bro, he was eating all the pins before Sammy got in the group.
Yeah.
Somebody had to take the pin.
Say what?
Somebody had to take the pin. I mean, KO just came back, and he took the pin last night. So, why can't Jay take the pin?
I mean, good point. I like it when you make good points because they're few and far between. So when you do make a good point, I'm really appreciative of that.
You know why triple B's? Because you're a porter collie.
Keisha, you see what you done started?
Porter collie.
All right. PSV Odyssey, thank you so much for tapping in and being here. Paul Vance, thank you. Yeah, so if you didn't watch last week's show, go back on Friday. These two gentlemen put together a spectacular show where I was called at some point, a border collie. And everybody on this panel signed off on it.
Was is past tense. Was his past tense.
So I did not appreciate being called a border collie. I thought I had a little bit more respect than that, but apparently not in the streets. So we'll go ahead and end the show. Bryce, you got anything else you want to talk about, bro?
Yeah, just my usual line, man. Hey, y'all watch what y'all want to watch. Enjoy the wrestling you enjoy. Support what you want to support. And hey, always remember, people have time and money for what they want to have time and money for. And don't let them ever tell you no different. Just always remember that. That's my life advice. But yeah, go ahead.
Even when they say it to your face.
Huh?
So even when they say it to your face that,
yeah.
That's Hirsch?
I really ain't got nothing positive to say. I'm just going to say, play our music.
All right. On that note, I guess we out.
See y'all next Wednesday. Nigga, did you send me the wrap it up box?
Bro, why would you bring that up on the live on the show, bro?
What am I
Like,
bringing up?